Hello, I'm Teacher Ivan from Wuuna Educational Services. I welcome you to our second episode of discussion. I'm here at Hope Boarding SS Lutembe, and I'm still interacting with our learning partners. So, Mr. Mugisha, you are most welcome. We have Madam Nanyonjo and Nancy. Please, you are most welcome. Last time we discussed and we were discussing patriotic nature of matter, right? And we had looked at what matter is, the states of matter, and the effect of heat on matter and the effect of cooling. I want us to continue. Today we shall be looking at the kinetic theory of matter. Can someone state the kinetic theory of matter? Yes,
Kinetic theory of matter states that matter contains of tiny molecules and it possesses energy.
Yes. Matter, that is true. Matter is contained of very tiny molecules. Who can add on that?
That are always in continuous random motion.
Those, yes, very good. Those tiny molecules contained in matter are always in continuous random motion. Are you together? So therefore, by Mugisha, can you give us a complete statement?
Kinetic theory of matter states that matter is made up of small particles that are in a constant random motion and possesses energy.
Very, very good. And now, when we talk about the continuous random motion, that draws us to what we call the Brownian motion. And we shall define this as the random
Due to continuous
collision of the molecules.
Very good. The random continuous movement of particles of fluids due to continuous corrosions. When we talk about fluids, we mean a fluid is anything that flows, right? Such as liquids and gases. These are fluids. So, can you describe a simple demonstration of Brownian motion? Give a live example where we find Brownian motion. We've seen that it occurs in gases and liquids. Can we give a simple demonstration of this?
In a dark room.
In a dark room, very good.
When light
when light penetrates.
When light penetrates in a small hole in a dark room, molecules, some tiny particles are seen to be moving continuously.
Very good. That is very good. And this is majorly or experienced in those kitchens where they use firewood and it is always full of smoke. When you have a small hole on the roof, you normally realize that you see smoke particles always in the movement, right? So that is one good example of Brownian motion. That is in gases. Then in the fluids, if at all you want to experience this very well, you sprinkle pouring grain, right? Or finally crushed cover on this water surface. You realize that they spread. So spreading means that these moving particles of the liquid are spread, and the one that are causing the spreading of the pouring grain. That's how we can simply demonstrate in gases and liquids. That's Brownian motion. Now, we have factors that affect Brownian motion. There are two major factors. What are those?
There is temperature.
We have temperature and density. Very good. So please, Madam Nanyonyo, can you explain to us how temperature affects Brownian motion?
Increase in temperature increases the kinetic energy of molecules.
Very good.
Hence causing molecules to move faster.
That's absolutely very true. So increase in temperature increases the kinetic energy of the molecules, hence increasing their speed. So that is the effect of temperature. Then can you please explain how density affects?
Less particles
Mm-hmm.
move faster than
The more dense particles. Very good. Less dense particles or lighter particles move faster than the more dense particles. That is Brownian motion. Then we can also look at the properties of matter. Are we together? And under this, we shall look at the molecular forces. Because when we are looking at the properties of matter, we are simply studying their structures and how they behave according to the molecules arrangement. Are we together? So, we shall start with the molecular forces. Can you give me some of these molecular forces, you know? Cohesive force and adhesive force. Very good. So by Mugisha, you are defining for us cohesive forces and give us an example.
Cohesive forces, these are forces of attraction between molecules of the same substance.
Very good. Cohesive forces are forces of, in fact we say they are molecular forces of attraction between molecules of the same kind. For instance, forces between the water molecules. That is cohesive, that bring the water molecules or maintain the water molecules together, right? You are defining adhesive and give us an example.
Adhesive forces is a forces of attraction between molecules of different kinds.
Very good. For instance, where can we see this?
Water and glass.
Very good. When you pour water into glass, water tends to stick on the walls of glass. That's another good example of adhesive forces. That is the molecular forces of attraction. We also have capillarity. Capillarity is defined as
the rise or fall of a liquid in a narrow tube.
very good. The rise or fall of liquids in a narrow. I really now appreciate the work of our services. I really appreciate this. So we find that different liquids behave differently when they are pressed in narrow tubes. For instance, let us look at water and mercury. The meniscus formed by the water molecules and those of the mercury are different. But the difference is because of the forces of attraction between their molecules, right? So we realize that in water, we shall find that the meniscus of water, when it is poured in a narrow tube, will always face upwards, showing the greater forces of attraction between the water and the glass molecules, while those of mercury will always face downward, showing the greater cohesive forces of attraction between the mercury molecules. So, then maybe lastly, we can discuss about the applications of capillarity. Where do we find capillarity being applied?
Paraffin in a lamp.
Very good. The rise of paraffin from the reservoir to the burning point in a lamp by the help of the wick. You realize that the wick is having tiny pores that are acting as the narrow tubes through which the paraffin rise and reach the burning point. Another one.
Top layer drop in the soap in the water.
Sorry?
The top layer the soap drop in the water.
Yes, the top layer of the soil. Draw water into the subsoil. That's another one. The other one is
When a towel, when one piece of a towel is put in water in a bucket.
yes. Actually, I like that because it is a daily application. Almost everyone uses a towel after bathing. But you realize that the towel has a different making from other clothing with those tiny pores that can absorb water from our bodies. Altogether, that is another application. The other one could be when constructing foundations, we use what we call damp proofs. The damp proof is used to prevent water from rising from the foundation into the wall of a building. You realize that when water is rising, it is stopped by the damp proof. The damp proof is that it's normally a black polythene-like material that they use when they are finished to construct the foundation and now they are laying the wall. They normally use that. That one is to prevent, as it rains sometimes, water rises through the bricks. So it stops at that level, it doesn't penetrate through. So those are some of the applications of capillarity. I really appreciate my welcome, and I'll continue visiting you and discussing. Please continue using Wuuna Educational Services, and I believe we shall achieve the success we need. Please have the last words for your fellow learners. Actually, wish the school administration the best. I also appreciate the school administration of Hope Boarding SS, Mr. and Mrs. Nsubugarajab. I thank you very, very much. I do appreciate. Please have the final words for the fellow learners.
Please continue to subscribe.
That's very important. Continue subscribing so that we learn every day. And the major issue here is that we make learning easy and convenient. You can learn from your bedroom, you can learn when traveling, you can learn at any time from anywhere. Yes, Mr. Byron.
My last words, I recommend my fellow candidates to go and try out the Wuuna Educational Services and check out their lessons.
Please try us on every social media platforms. We are on YouTube, we are on Facebook, we are on TikTok, we are on Twitter, almost everywhere. Yes, Madam.
I advise the learners to continue subscribing, and I tell them that Wuuna e-learning platform has the most interesting lessons.
That's really, really important, and I also recommend this for the teachers. We have a website where we upload teaching materials. We have videos for the science projects, those who are dealing with the new curriculum. We need this. Otherwise, I'm Teacher Ivan from Wuuna Educational Services. I wish you the best. Please subscribe, comment, like, and share so that we all learn together as we enjoy. Bye-bye.